Hey there,
Welcome.
everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam.
This is Bajir.
Everyone, thanks for watching another episode of Two Guys with Beards Talk About Bridge. We don't have our name yet. We need a name.
Find a name.
Played a fun hand this week and wanted to share it with Adam and see how he would play it, and maybe we be able to hear his thinking. But yeah, it was the results for people who played it in a suit contract, and I think we'll see how Adam bids it, but I'm pretty sure almost anyone playing standard American will end up in a suit contract. About half the people got an extra trick or one more trick than the other half.
Oh, pressure's on.
Pressure's on.
Okay, let's see this hand. I'm going to put it full screen here. All right.
We'll, wherever anyone who might be watching this video, we'll put links to play this hand in the description.
So let's see. It looks like I have 12 high card points and a 6-card spade suit. So I'm going to start by bidding a spade. My partner bids 2 hearts. Okay. Well, that should show a 5-card suit. And we're playing standard American, so only 10 points. My hand's pretty good, though, so I'm going to bid 4 hearts.
Now, real fast, just before you did, would you consider would you consider 3 no trumps? Would you consider 3 hearts inviting? Or is 4 hearts the only thing we should consider?
Yeah, 4 hearts is the only thing I would consider. The other possibility is rebidding our spades to show 6 of them. But one of my key philosophies is you only need 1 trump suit. And so once you found an 8-card major suit fit, you don't want to overcomplicate things.
And I love that. You only need 1 trump suit. And we obviously have a fit. So
that's right. And when partner invites, which is what a 2/1 bid in standard American is, right? I open the bidding, partner has 10 or more points. They're basically asking, Adam, do you have anything extra for your opening bid? And while I'm a minimum in terms of high card points, I have shape. I have a singleton, I have a 6-card suit, and I have great trumps for them.
Right.
So this hand is too good to make a non-forcing 3-heart bid.
Right.
2/1, definitely I would bid 3 hearts, because now I'm in a forcing auction and I can take my time. But if 3 hearts is not forcing, which it would not be in standard American, I have to bid 4 hearts. All right, looks like that's going to be the contract.
All right, so big question for you, and for anyone watching the video, especially learners, just want to encourage taking a minute to think it out. If you can step us through, even before you start playing, like, what's your thought process? What's the strategy that you're going to approach this hand with?
Absolutely. So let's take a look at the hand here. And remember, north is the declarer. And north is the one who has all the shape. And so the first thing that's key is to identify the master hand, the hand that you're going to do your analysis from that point of view. And it's usually the hand with the long trumps. And so clearly it's the north hand, the declarer's hand. And so I have a mnemonic that I use, and it's klepto, Klepto. And the K stands for knowledge. What do I know about this hand going in? And the 2 pieces of information are going to be the auction and the opening lead. And so on this hand, the opponents didn't bid. This lead is pretty generic. It doesn't tell me anything. So I have no real logic, no real knowledge here to start with.
Now, what's in their hands?
Yeah, right. All I know is our hands. Now I can take some negative inferences, right? Nobody preempted. No one else bid, right? So they don't have, whatever. They're not going to have king, queen, jack, 7th of clubs or something like that. This guy led the 6 of clubs, so he doesn't have the king, queen of clubs or king, queen, jack or queen, jack, 10 or any of those sorts of holdings. Okay,
Mm.
so that's K. L is for losers. I'm going to count my losers, and I'm going to count them as pessimistically as I can. Any trick that I could possibly lose. And so let me look at this hand again. And
Mm.
so the ace of hearts is definitely a loser, right?
Right.
Can't
No
do
way
it.
around that.
Ten of spades is a loser.
Right.
And then I have four potential diamond losers, the 10, 8, 7, and 6.
Mm.
Right? I count all of those as potential losers.
Mm. Now,
E,
what about from dummy's hand south?
I don't need to worry about it from dummy's perspective.
So you just count your own losers as declare.
Absolutely. The master hand, which is usually declarer's hand, but not always. Right? So the E in my klepto mnemonic stands for elimination. How can I possibly eliminate some of these losers? And that actually starts with which losers are totally unavoidable, because those I can just not worry about. The ace of trumps, I can't avoid losing that.
Right.
Right? So I don't even have to worry about that. That's a card I'm losing. Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
How about the 10 of spades, though? I could get rid of that, especially on this lead. I
Right.
play the ace of diamonds, and I'm going to pitch away the 10 of spades.
So if you started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential losers, we're already getting rid of one.
Absolutely, yeah. And there's only 3 basic ways to eliminate a loser. There's a pitch, which means you have a high card in the dummy and you can throw your loser away. That's what we're going to do with this 10 of spades.
Mm.
There's a ruff, right? You have shortness in the dummy and you can trump. And there's a finesse, right? We all know basically what a finesse is. Those are the only 3 basic ways to get rid of a loser. So on this hand, we're going to pitch our spade, and then what are we going to do about these diamonds? We have all of these potential diamond losers here. Well, I have a singleton in the dummy, and I have really good trumps. And the most important thing is I'm roughing with the king and jack, but in the dummy, I mean, in my hand, I have queen 10, 9, 8, right? So I have all of these high trumps. I don't need to worry about that. And so my plan is I'm going to rough 2 or 3 diamonds to get rid of those losers and maybe set this suit up. That's going to be my basic plan here.
And when are you going to do that?
I'm going to do it immediately, because let's get to the rest of the mnemonic. The P stands for plan, right? Once I've figured out how I can eliminate my losers, I need to come up with a plan, which includes the order in which I do things. So clearly I'm going to win the ace of diamonds here and pitch my 10 of spades. But then I need to figure out what to do next. And the T stands for trumps. Is there any reason not to draw trumps? Because the default in a suit contract is draw trumps first, right? Most of the time, that's our highest priority. But there are some hands where something else will vault over drawing trumps as our top priority. And that's what the planning stage is for, to see, okay, what am I going to do on this hand? And then specifically ask myself, does any piece of my plan need to happen before I draw trumps? On this hand, one of the key pieces of the hand is roughing the diamonds, right? If I draw trumps, I'm not going to have trumps in the dummy with which I can rough the diamond losers. So before I draw trumps, I need to go after the diamonds.
Right. So if you were to draw all the trumps first, you would lose the opportunity to rough the diamond losers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the O of my klepto mnemonic stands for 1, trick 1. All of this thinking comes before we play to the dummy at trick 1, right? On this hand, it seems like there's nothing to think about. Of course, I'm playing the ace of clubs and pitching the 10 of spades, right? Of course. And that's true. But you want to get into that habit. Always, always, always do your thinking. What do I know? What are my losers? How can I eliminate the losers? Let's make a plan. And does that plan necessitate drawing trumps immediately? All of that before you play from the dummy at trick 1. Okay, so we've got our basic plan. We're going to play the ace of clubs and throw the 10 of spades away. Now we're going to ruff diamonds. And so the best way to do this, I think, I'm going to take my ace here and throw my spade. And now I'm in the dummy, so I'm going to play a diamond. Now look at those count cards. All right, they played the deuce and the 3. Very likely now that the suit is splitting. Now I'm going to ruff a diamond. Now I need to get back to hand. This is going to be a cross ruff. And I'm going to ruff another diamond.
Now, do you have to how much are you keeping track to make sure that they can't also ruff a diamond or a spade?
Yeah. So I'm keeping a basic mental idea of what's going on, but also my trumps are so high.
Mm.
So I had 6 diamonds and dummy had 1.
Right. So even if they try to trump it, you're all right. You're gonna still trump it with a higher trump.
Right. So I had 6 and dummy had 1, meaning we have 7, they have 6. Right? They both followed to the first 2 rounds. So that's 4 of them gone. And then this guy followed to this round, so that's 5, which means there's only 1 left, which is going to fall underneath my king. So now my diamonds are all set up. And so it's now time to draw trumps.
Now you want to get that ace out.
That's right. And now all of my trumps here are high. Oops. Did I make a mistake? I made a mistake. Look at that. It happens.
All right, step us through it. So what's the mistake?
So the mistake was I let them get in with that trump while they still had a diamond that they could give their partner a ruff with. And I was out of trumps in the dummy, so I couldn't over ruff.
Oh, I don't get it yet. So I maybe play through and let's redeal, and you can step us through.
Okay. So now I'm taking this and I'm finishing drawing trumps. And my diamonds are now good. And so I made 11 tricks, which was not very good. Let's try it again. So I'm bidding a spade. Partner bids 2 hearts. And I bid 4 hearts. So
and real fast, let's see if I can remember the klepto. So K, knowledge. We're gonna look at what we can learn from the lead, what we know from our own hands. L, count our losers.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you pull that hand back up and I'll try to summarize based off the hand.
Okay.
And we're gonna just count the losers usually in the declare hand. And so here we're going to lose that ace of hearts, and that, sorry, it's a little bit small. The 10 of spades, and then the 4 smallest diamonds. They're all potential losers. So we have 4, 5, 6 potential losers. Oh.
Klepto, K-L-E.
Klepto, right? E. I forget what E stands for.
You have losers. Now you need to figure out how to
Evade. Eliminate. Right. Okay, right. So we want to see if we can eliminate any of those losers. For example, the 10 of spades, which we can eliminate in the first trick. And then with this question and the next one, planning.
Plan. Yes, we made a plan.
And so we're also looking at how many high hearts, trump cards we have. So it means we have the chance to really ruff some of those diamond potential losers, the low diamonds.
Yes.
And because of the singleton diamond. So that planning gives us a chance to eliminate some more of the potential losers, and it affects the next one, T, trumps, or when we might not want to draw trumps first.
Right. Is there any reason not to draw trumps on this hand?
I love that question. Is there any reason not to draw trumps first? And yes, there definitely is.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right, play us through and show us where the mistake was made the first time, and what a takeaway might be.
Right. So clearly I'm winning my ace of clubs and throwing the spade. And now the plan is rough diamond losers in the dummy. That's easy, right? So I'm going to play the ace. And now the question is, and this happens all the time, should I take my king right now or should I just start roughing? Right? And I just started roughing.
Yeah.
The problem with that was I roughed twice in the dummy and my diamonds were good. And so I played another heart to start drawing trumps, but they still had trumps left. And this guy over here didn't have any diamonds left. And so they were able to win the ace of trumps, play a diamond, and give their partner a rough. And I had used all of dummy's trumps already. And so what I needed to do on this hand was just play it as a high cross rough. And a cross rough means you're roughing in both hands. You're taking your winners in the side suits first, and then roughing in both hands. So what I should have done is I should have played the king of clubs at trick 2. King of diamonds, I mean. Get that winner in there immediately. Now I need to rough twice. This hand shows out, so I know there's no chance of an over rough, right? I know they're splitting 4-2. 6 of them. So this one had 2. This one over here, West has to have 4. But that means they can't over rough me because he has to follow suit. So,
and if like in the last one, if you hadn't played that second shore diamond winner, if you hadn't played the king of diamonds, seeing that East was out of diamonds reveals the vulnerability.
Absolutely. It makes the whole hand easier. And so now I can rough to get back to my hand, and I play a 4th round of diamonds. And this time I'm going to rough with the king. Now the king and the jack are equivalent cards, right? I have the queen. So does it matter which one I rough with? And the answer is yes. And here's the reason. When I play the jack now, if he plays small, I can overtake it with the queen. And so if they duck their ace, I'm in my hand where I want to be to continue drawing trumps. If I were to play the jack and play small and they ducked, I would have to rough back to my hand and waste a trump. On this, it doesn't matter, but it's just a matter of good technique. All right, and now all of my trumps are high. And so I'm taking this trump and I'm drawing the rest of the trumps. And my diamonds are high too. And so...
And you eliminated them as potential losers just because we already got all the diamonds out.
That's right. The plan was rough diamonds until the diamonds are high. And so I had to rough twice. And now my 8 of diamonds is high. And then I get to win the last trick with the 7 of diamonds, which is called the beer card. If you win the last trick with diamonds, your partner owes you a beer.
There's a good bridge column called the beer card.
Yeah.
Ooh, the beer card.
Yeah. So, I played too fast on the first one, and my plan wasn't detailed enough, right? I said, okay, I'm going to rough diamonds, but I didn't think through, should I cash the king of diamonds or not, right? The plan, when it's not fully formed, will get you in trouble. You got to think through the whole hand and say, oh, if I don't cash that king, what bad things could happen? Yeah. Adam messes up. It's a teaching moment, a learning moment.
Well, it's reassuring. Seeing you and more experienced players mess up, I think, makes me feel like, okay, right, everyone can mess up.
Almost always when we mess up, it's from going too fast. It's from just not taking our time and thinking through and playing the hand out in our mind and just seeing the possibilities of what might happen down the road.
Mm.
That's what happened on that hand.
Mm.
Well, thanks for sharing that hand, Bajir.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
good.
thank you for watching, everyone. If you have questions about this hand, or again, if you want to play it, we'll put a link down below in the description.
And if you have more questions about this klepto technique, you can get in touch with me, or you can buy my book,
Oh,
When to Draw Trumps, which goes through this whole thought process and identifies all of the reasons why you might not draw trumps immediately.
where can people find that book?
You can get it at Bridge Winners, or you can get it on Amazon, or your local Bridge bookseller.
All right. We'll be sure to include a link or two as well for that. And also, just to put it out there, we'll have to follow up about the beer card, because it's funny. Just this week, I came across that term for the first time. So we'll have to revisit that in an upcoming video. But if anyone else comes across a hand with a potential beer card, send it our way. Maybe we can play it.
And it doesn't count if diamonds are the trump suit.
Oh, all right.
There's like really important and specific rules about the beer card.
All right. Upcoming video. Stay tuned.
Bye.